Hello, gardeners. I'm your host, Hand with Trowel, and I'm here to talk to you about ladybugs. So, talking about ladybugs, why am I looking at flowers? Well, if you want to grow and raise ladybugs, you're going to need flowers, because ladybugs eat pollen and nectar and things. And there's a lot of misconceptions about ladybugs, in spite of the fact that while the bugs themselves like to eat nectar and pollen, they also like to eat aphids, which is why people like to get them for pest control. But a lot of people seem to assume ladybugs are smart. I'm here to tell you that they aren't. Now, I've got a few stages of ladybugs to cover, one of which is hatching ladybugs. Those are a bunch of ladybug larvae, just underneath a spider's web. Now, like a lot of you, I have purchased ladybugs. And ladybugs, to get them to even lay eggs in your area, requires some chicanery. So first, I want to show you what some eggs look like pre-hatching. They're going to be these little yellow splotches. And if your ladybugs are anything like mine, they like to lay their kids. These little fellers. Get it to zoom in. Come on. Pull out. Yeah. Anyways, those little alligator-like guys, I like to lay them next to spiders' eggs. Why? I don't know. People say they like to actually go around aphids. That's a lie. Ladybugs will just poop out their kids literally everywhere. But you need flowers to keep them around. Otherwise, they're all just going to eat a little bit and then leave. If you got a trowel like I do and you're tall, you might be able to reach some of the higher ones, but that's outside of my reach. I'm 6'2", so that should tell you how high that is. So anyways, going from the eggs to the larvae, to those little alligator guys, some of which you can see I keep some, let's get this zoomed in. You can see I've got a larger fella right there. Got quite a few of these guys around. I've gone to a lot of effort to keep them all from being eaten by spiders. Anyways, you can come up to the apartment garden level. You can see I've got some dark opal basil going to flower. Cilantro, when it flowers and goes to seed, becomes coriander. So that's a very important thing that is used for also keeping beneficial insects around. And so, hidden in here, you can see a larger ladybug larvae. They start getting pretty big, very spiky yellow dots. So once they get to that size, and actually a bit larger than that, they'll eventually get to a point where they're going to find a spot that they're going to want to nap at. And by nap, I mean turn themselves into these little pupa things, which is why I'm slipping this all the way in here. You see that? That is a pupating ladybug. And when they pupate, they're going to take maybe about a week, possibly even 2, to eventually come out and hatch into the ladybugs we all know and love. Very cute, very cuddly bugs. I think I've got another one that's really recently hatched. Oh yeah, right over here. And so when they actually directly hatch, they've got tons more spots and are very yellowish orangish color, and they don't get their reds till later after their shells harden up a lot. And so that is the basics of some ladybugs. Now, how do I get so many ladybug larvae around here? Very simple. I have my ladybug farm. I used about half of a case of 500, so about 250 wound up going in here. Tossed on the top, and I just kept them around, giving them water, feeding them some aphids, and occasionally bringing in some like ladybug chow mix. That's essentially just like they've got this ladybug food that's supposed to be an attractant. I instead used it to feed them and keep them around. And so if they stay in the farm for a couple of weeks where they're just doing nothing but eating and mating, then when you let them out, they'll just start pooping their eggs literally wherever they feel like it. Sometimes they'll be smart. Keyword, sometimes. And they'll go to the effort of laying their eggs on an actual stem. But for the most part, There we go. You can see some of the white hatched eggs there, as well as if you're careful, you can spot hiding in my plants a variety of more larvae. But some of them will lay their eggs there, but for the most part, they'll be dumb and lay their eggs like either on spider webs, I had that, or next to spider webs and spiders. I feel like they want their kids to be eaten. Great parents. Anyways, that was today's lesson with Hand with Trowel. So, see you next time, gardeners. And now you know, ladybugs are dumb, but they'll eat your aphids. So, have fun.